First question, tell me about yourself. Thanks for inviting me here today, everyone. My name is Sylvia, or Ling, which is my Chinese name. I'm a second-year student at Temple University seeking a degree in tourism and hospitality management. I'm an outgoing, responsible, and hardworking person who is very passionate about the industry. I want to pursue a career specifically in this industry because I found it to be very exciting. I love the feeling of waking up every day and getting ready to put smiles on everybody's face. I love this industry because I can get to meet people from different backgrounds, cultures, and all over the world. I'm constantly seeking out opportunities to gain myself industry experiences. I'm a team player. I can work very well with people, but when it comes to work, I can be very independent as well. I'm also bilingual in Chinese and English. I also took a Spanish class back in high school, and I wish to pick up Spanish in my near future. I'm in the top 15% of my class, and I work very hard for where I am today. I was actually born and raised in China until I was 13. I moved to the United States with my family. And along the way, I had to face many obstacles and problems because of the cultural change, language change, and many other personal and family changes. However, I still manage it through, and I make it to where I am today. I found myself actually to improve a lot better for being very adaptive because of my experience. I cannot thank enough for my parents, teachers, and friends' support along the way. I value hard work and determination very much because I believe they're the keys to success. I would love to work for a company that shares the same value and vision as me, and I'm sure I will contribute a lot to the company. Second question, what is the biggest accomplishment in your life? In my life, I have done many things that I'm proud of. One of my biggest accomplishment recently is to successfully complete my summer internship as a visitor service representative at the Independence Visitor Center in Philadelphia. The Independence Visitor Center is the official visitor center for the city of Philadelphia. This job was very different from my previous jobs, where I was mostly required to work in the food and beverage industry as a cashier or a waitress. However, this job really helped me to communicate with a lot of tourists from different backgrounds very directly. My job was to work with my fellow colleagues at the concierge desk to provide tourist information such as the tourist attraction information, dining information, and hotel accommodations. I soon realized not to take everything for granted because even though I have lived in the city for many years, I still have to learn a lot more about the city in order to do my job. Most of the time, I work with a team of people. I learned to work with people who are different from me through this job. I work with people who are a lot older than me, and I also work with people who are around the same age as me. And sometimes I have to work very independently because sometimes I will be scheduled in our sub-location and I will have to provide information, and I also have to do inventory and handle phone calls directed to the visitor center all by myself. The happiest time of my work is to hearing people say thank you sincerely and sometimes thank you in different languages. I think that is one of my best rewards I get from my work. It is one of my motivations to keep me going further in my stressful days. On a personal level, the experience impacted me greatly. I, as an immigrant, was once feel as an outsider when I just moved to the United States. And through this job, I feel more confident in calling myself someone from Philadelphia. Overall, this job opened me up many doors for me. I got to meet with many great professionals in the industry and learn a lot of valuable lessons from my fellow colleagues. I also stepped out of my comfort zone and provided the best ability of what I can to help people. In the end of the day, this experience helped me to know that this industry is the direction I want to go. Third question, what did you learn in your business class? In my business class with Professor Petrucci, I've learned many great things. I've learned that value and vision are very important when it comes to business. When it comes to time to look for a job, I would love to look for a company that shares the same vision and value as what I have. I think that will make my job easier and reduce the chance of turnovers in employees. I also learned that in a business professional, we should always stay up top on current events and current trends. We can do that by reading business journals such as Wall Street journals. In our class, we talk about Wall Street journals a lot. We talk about Apple and Google a lot. From that, I learned that one of the ways to be successful is to be creative and innovative. Wall Street Journal is a very good conversation starter as well. In that case, we can talk about business trends and current events to connect with business professionals. I also learned that it's very important to network with professionals. And then as soon as we do that, we start to gain connections with them. And that opens up doors for us to go into the real business world. In the semester, I've started using LinkedIn to connect with different professionals, especially in my industry. And I found that very helpful. A lot of them have responded to my emails and connection. I also learned that a good leader should be a transformational leader and use individualized consideration, inspirational motivation, intellectual stimulation, and idealized influence to communicate with others. Being a team leader is also a very important value when it comes to the business world, because in business, it's never about you. It's more about the company itself and your fellow coworkers. And what you've done, your result is a lot more important than you. Value work and others' work is very important because people want to be appreciated. And we should always think about others and put others before ourselves. We should also have good work ethics when it comes to working with organizations. Even though sometimes there are a lot of gray areas in business world, we should always know what's right and wrong. In the end of the day, being a business professional is not only our goal, but to be someone who people will look up to is what we should be.